So this is why I always advise anyone that's looking to build an e-com store to find a company that's bigger than you, a company that you can see yourself running in the future, and use them as a blueprint to your own success. You need to make sure that you put all your focus, all your energy, and all your effort into one platform initially, because if you try and focus on various different things at the same time, that's where you're not going to be able to see any success at all. So moving on to one of the next things that you need to do when it comes to building your e-commerce business, which is that you need to go onto whatever platform you've decided to use and find a seller or find a company that is selling similar products to what you see yourself selling in the future. And then what you're going to do from that point is emulate their success. Now, I'm not saying that you should copy them outright and copy their store, but you can copy their products and you can copy the success that they've had. And the reason why I know that this works is because before I even sold any item on eBay, I found a seller that was doing over $1 million per month, selling a particular item within a specific category. And even though I wasn't selling at this point, I could see myself in the future selling those exact same items. And because I knew that they were successful by selling these items, I knew that I could also be successful too. So what I started doing is studying the way that they branded their store, studied the way that they listed their items, studied the type of items that they were selling. And I slowly built up my inventory base, trying to emulate the type of inventory that they were selling. And even though at the beginning I wasn't selling anything, eventually I was able to build my eBay store up to over 7 figures in sales. So I'm on this eBay seller store, and as we can see, they've sold over 2.1 million individual items, and their store is called Direct Lighting, and they basically sell light bulbs and all of these different things. So let's say, for example, I wanted to build an eBay store that sold light bulbs, because I know that this is a long-term product. People are going to need it over the next 5 years, 10 years, because light bulbs haven't really changed over the past 10, 20, 30 years from what I know anyway. So what I'll do is I'll copy their username just like that, and then I'll head over to Zeek Analytics, which is a product research tool specifically for eBay. And then from there, I'm going to be able to see how much money this eBay seller is making. All right, so I'm on Zeek Analytics right now. I've typed in Direct Lighting, and as you can see, in the last 30 days, they've been able to sell over £130,000 worth of goods, which is around $150,000. So straight away, this is a strong indication right here that I should also build a store that sells light bulbs, because they're making money, which means that I may be able to make a fraction of what they're making, maybe even £20,000 per month, maybe £30,000 a month, who knows? And just to clarify, the main point that I'm trying to make with this stage right here is that you want to make sure that you're actually finding the sellers that are making money, as well as finding the sellers that are selling the right items. You don't want to build your store selling items where people are not even buying them. So make sure that you do the right research before doing anything else.